breaking news.
Victims spoke out today following this weekend's deadly shooting at a California synagogue. The 19-year-old suspect is charged with murder. Jonathan Vigliotti has the latest.
Terrorism like this will not take us down.
Rabbi Israel Goldstein describes the moment he saw the shooter.
Here is a young man standing with a rifle, pointing right at me. And I look at him. He had sunglasses on. I couldn't see his eyes. I couldn't see his soul.
Goldstein, who was shot in the hands and lost an index finger in the aftermath, said the first thing he tried to do was save the children.
I turned around and I saw the children that were playing in the banquet hall. I ran to gather them together. My granddaughter, 4.5 years old, sees her grandpa with a bleeding hand, and she sees me screaming and shouting, "Get out, get out."
Police say 19-year-old John Ernest walked into the Chabad synagogue near San Diego with an assault weapon Saturday morning and began shooting. 60-year-old Lori Gilbert Kay died from her wounds at a nearby hospital.
He's looking at me and shoot like that.
34-year-old Almeg Peretz was hit in the leg. He was inside the synagogue with his daughter.
Were you afraid at all yesterday?
His niece, 8-year-old Noya Dahan, was also shot. Police say after the attack, Ernest fled the scene and later called 911, surrendering in his car.
As our officer was exiting the freeway, he clearly saw the suspect in his vehicle. Suspect pulled over, jumped out of his car with his hands up, and was immediately taken into custody. Authorities have charged the alleged gunman in the attack with 1 count of murder and 3 counts of attempted murder. Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Poway, California.
Simply heartbreaking. In news around the nation, police are on the hunt for the gunman who opened fire on 2 cookouts today in Baltimore. Multiple people were injured and at least 1 person died. Police say the suspect fired indiscriminately into the crowd, but it seems like at least 1 person was being targeted. Back here at home, do you want to have a say in how the University of Hawaii manages lands on Mauna Kea? Public hearings have been scheduled for this summer. UH is looking for feedback on the latest draft of the proposed administrative rules to govern public and commercial activities on the mountain.
The public participation in the hearings is really, really important, because without that participation, we can't anticipate all the different ways that the rules may impact different groups.
There will be 4 public hearings the first week of June on Oahu, Maui, and the Big Island. For a list of dates, times, and locations, head to hawaiinewsnow.com. After the break, high marks for a Hawaii educator, the recognition for the principal's dedication and drive. Plus,
so many people are touched by it in a very real way.
A show of support for Keiki combating cancer.
You're watching Hawaii News Now, your source for breaking news.